Are you sitting comfortably? Doors locked, windows secure, cat inside? Then let us begin. Don't believe in ghosts. How do you know one didn't walk past you today? They don't all appear in Victorian dress, you know. In tonight's mysterious tale, we hear of a 20th century ghost who can't tear himself away from his favourite haunt, the Drum Inn at Cockington in South Devon. So be afraid. Be very afraid.
It was about 7 o'clock on a winter's evening, about 3 years ago. I was working in the kitchen, and you can see from the kitchen right along the alleyway, and somebody came in through the door, who I presumed was the staff. And this person was dressed in black biker gear with gloves and a helmet on. And I couldn't think of any staff that was like that at all. So I walked to meet this person because it bothered me. And as I walked to meet him, I sort of was about 3 foot away. And he turned in to the right where you hang your coats up. And when I got there, and I was only seconds behind him, he'd just totally vanished. The back door was locked, I checked cupboards and everything that was there, but there was not a sign.
What did he look like?
He looked clear as I'm seeing you now, and he was just sort of so normal, so natural, and it did make me wonder, you know, what had I actually seen. And when I came and spoke to everybody and told them what I'd seen, because they thought I was a bit silly. And it wasn't until quite a while later that we found out that there was actually a ghost here.
How did you find out?
It was a girl that came here as part of a band, and she's very psychic, and I'd never met her or spoke to her before. And she said, she went into the cellar, and she said she could feel a presence. Well, I left her down there, and when she came back up, she had described to me exactly what I saw, which really...
You hadn't spoken to her about
No, she
that?
didn't know anything about it. She'd never met me before, so she didn't know anything about it. She'd never been to the drum before. And she was so, you know, exact on what she'd seen as to what I had seen. That really shook me.
And did she find anything out about this biker?
Yeah, she said he was very lonely, he was very sad. He was in his late 30s, and he was in a bike accident, and he was down there cleaning his bikes and things.
So she spoke to him?
Yes, she did, and he didn't like his space being invaded. And he also had said that he was sorry if he'd frightened me, that he didn't mean to do that. But
have you researched and seen if there was somebody that lived locally?
Yes, we spoke to quite a lot of people, and quite a few people have known of a biker that was killed, and he was, you know, this was about, I think it's the early 70s he was killed, and he was decapitated apparently. And quite a few people know of that, and he used to drink in here.
But your ghost isn't a headless ghost?
No, but I only saw him with his helmet.
Oh, so he might not have.
Yeah.
Have you had any other incidents of feeling, knowing he's here, things have happened?
Yes, I mean, the glasses shoot off the back bar. They quite often happen. And one night, and it was only a few weeks ago, I was sat here with one of the barmaids, and the glasses all started to shake. Well, one of them just suddenly stopped dead. And if you actually shake
when the others
them,
were still swinging?
Yes, and if you actually move them, you can't just stop dead a glass, it will keep on going. And we just sort of stood there and looking at this and thinking, my goodness.
So you weren't frightened by him?
No, not at all. It wasn't a frightening experience, and I still don't feel frightened, you know. And especially since I know that he's sad and lonely, it makes me, you know, I feel sorry for him.